Folks, Turbine Guy coming back at you from the new Orono Tajma Public Hall building they're putting up. And again, just got to mention this monstrous crane that I did the video about, I haven't seen move once since I did the video. But bringing us to that video, the Turbine Guy now has a new badge of honor. And while I was in the Navy, our ship, my ship, the Enterprise, crossed Gaddafi's line of death, which put us into a combat zone, which earned us all a bunch of combat medals on the ship. So I do have my combat medal. That's one form of badge of honor. But there's another one in Orono that I know you all can understand. As you probably know, I came and did a couple of videos, one highlighting the crane sitting here and costing us all this doggone money. And the other video just showing the enormous stature of this public works building. And what did that get me? I got an email, and then this letter arrived in the mail just the other day. July 24th, memorandum for record, unauthorized access to city construction. This memorandum is a warning for you to cease trespassing onto the Orono Public Works construction site. Your social media video post dated July 15th and 22nd, 2023 clearly show you're entering the construction site without escort and without proper protective equipment. This site is not open to the public. The site is posted as a construction site. For your safety and security of the construction site, we respectfully request you do not enter the site again. And it is signed by Adam Edwards, PE. Sent to Farniak, Matic, PV, and Hatleveg. Well, what does that PE mean? It means professional engineer. So Adam Edwards claims to be a civil engineer and claims to know what he's doing. But I got to tell you, I had interactions with him before, and he tried to tell me a 3-year-old road in our neighborhood was not the problem for water drainage. It was a 30-year-old driveway, and that the 30-year-old driveway had somehow settled. He wasn't smart enough to understand their road sucked. But now we run into the same thing with this engineer. That second date, the one when I did the crane, I did not enter the property. There's something called a right-of-way, and you'd think a public works engineer would know that. Now, roads like this in Orono have a minimum of a 60-foot right-of-way, meaning at least 30 feet from the side. And if you actually look, they've got that fence right on the edge of the right-of-way, which lines up with the end of the right-of-way from the bridge. Well, that is where I was standing, within the right-of-way. I was not trespassing for that video. I don't know what the hell they're talking about because it sure isn't clear to me. So I sent them a letter or email specifically telling them we need the record corrected. I didn't trespass twice. I was out here in the right-of-way filming this 300-ton massive crane behind me. And of course, I have not heard back from them to correct the record because that's how Orono operates, is lies. Fictional, factual positions is how they do their business. Plus, this letter brings up the point of conflict of interest, something this city up here just has no idea what the hell it means. You see, I sued Orono, which Adam Edwards is city administrator. I sued Chief Farniak, and I sued Soren Matic. What the hell are any of them doing being involved in this? They all have conflict of interest with me. That's what happens. I can't understand why I, as a layperson, understand that better than Orono's lawyer. Well, actually, I do, because Orono's lawyer, Matic, thinking he's this great lawyer, has the city involved in 7 lawsuits right now. 7 of them. Of course, he doesn't understand conflict of interest. He doesn't know how to look up state statute. He really doesn't know how to do his job. All he knows how to do is put on a slick willy suit and get to work. Plus, one would think, if they wanted the construction site protected, that they were in some way protected. Put some real markings up and denote where people can and can't go. So you know what? None of this stuff gets stolen. Heck, an Orono cop just drove by and waved back at me when I waved at him, so the cops don't think I'm doing anything wrong. I'm going to take this badge of honor, and I'm going to display it in my house right next to my combat medal, because this, to me, is just as valuable. I want everyone up there at Orono to know I am standing in the right-of-way, right on the edge of it. You want to prosecute me for trespassing? I'm here. I've already beat you 4 times in court on criminal charges, and I'm ready to do it again. Turbine Guy, signing off.